Hey, Joe Gilder here. Welcome back to another episode of Mixed Together, episode 16. If you have not downloaded these tracks, you can for free. There's a link below. Head over there, pop in your email. You'll get an email with a download link to the tracks, and then you can get emails from me, which are fun, and you can download the tracks, which is fun. You can mix along with me, which is fun. All right, what are we going to do today? In this video, we're going to deal with vocals a little bit. We're going to come back into like this part of the song, and there's just something in the upper mids of the vocal that I'm not loving yet. As you can see, we've done a little bit of notching. We've done some compression. We've done some distortion. We've done some de-essing. But there's an upper mid thing I'm still not loving. And the problem with upper mids is you need them for clarity on a vocal, but they can also make it too harsh. One thing I like to do, you know what? Let me show. Sorry, I gotta do this. Oh, they're all stuck. I've got these little speakers. This is gonna get unprofessional. Hang on. This is stuck too. See right there? This is Rolando. He is one of two Rolandos. They're small, what I call crap speakers, and it has a tiny like 2.5 inch, 3 inch little woofer in there. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to sound good. I think, is this right? Not right anymore. But it's a good representation of how my music tends to sound in other places. You know what? I'm worried if the camera's not right, I'll just remove it. It feels like it's looking over my head now. It's a good representation of how my music will sound other places, but it also is kind of a mid-range, annoying. It makes everything in the upper mid-range sound too harsh. So if something jumps out on these speakers, really jumps out, I know it's probably too much, and I can deal with it here. Then when I listen on Apple earbuds or on my big speakers or in the car, usually the stuff I dealt with on the small speaker ends up helping me in the long run. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to listen to, and I encourage you to have some small speakers. I switched to mine just using the fader port. When I switch to them, I'm listening through them and making adjustments through them, and then switching back to the big speakers and checking it again. So I want to listen to just a little bit, gather my thoughts, remind myself what I'm listening for, and then make a game plan from there.
Always looking over my shoulder, always looking up that ladder, never see what's right in front of me.
Okay, even right there, when I sing the word me, the E vowel sound can be annoying. It really jumped out. Now, I don't know if it was the vocal or the organ, so I'm going to mute the vocal and listen. Woo! Yeah, there's a frequency there. Now, part of that might be my room, so I'm going to switch and just listen on headphones really quick just to see if it's still ringing out there too. Yeah, I still hear it there too. So it's not quite as prominent as this room, but it's fine. So we're going to find that frequency, and we're going to notch it down. I'm going to turn my faders down here that you're listening to, just so it doesn't chop your head off. So let's find that frequency. It's kind of well, you know what? Here's a quick listening practice. I'm going to hit play and see if you can hear, maybe whistle the note that's ringing. It's not the note I'm singing. That rhymes. It's not the note I'm singing, but it's the note. It's a frequency that's ringing out. So it's a little bit different from the note I'm singing, I think.
Right in front of me, right in front of me. Yeah.
I guess it is the note I'm singing. It's kind of somewhere in there. So we're going to go find that. Who whistles in their videos?
Right in front of me.
So I don't usually like to use the visual on a plugin to tell me what to do, but in situations like this, it can be kind of handy. I hit play.
Right in front of me.
We can see a big jump right there. That might be it, or maybe over here. Let's see.
Right
You know what? Let's go to the right spot. All right. So now we're just going to kind of move around slowly and find that frequency. That's it. Let's see if we can narrow it down. You hear how that sang out even louder? I just adjusted the frequency just a little bit down up and down, just trying to hone in, and that's the frequency that's really jumping out. So we're going to go yoink and turn it down, and it should sound a lot better. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, turn the volume back up so you can hear it. And we have two options here. We can just turn it way down, or we can also widen it a little bit.
'Cause I've got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, always looking over my shoulder, always looking at me. 'Cause I've got so much more to give than I could ever take.
Very cool. Another thing I've wanted to try on this vocal just for fun, we've got a slapback delay going to a feed from the doubled lead vocal going to a slapback delay with a distortion in there. I want to try putting distortion on the doubled vocal. I may have done this already. If I have, forgive me, but it's still in my head, so I want to try it. So here's the second vocal by itself. Turn the delay off for just a second.
I've got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I've got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission. I got a mission. I got a mission.
It's kind of cool. It's a little muddy, but I like the thickness and the kind of instead of just bringing in a double, it brings in a little bit more of a grit.
I've got so much more to give than I could ever take.
So the vocal, there's no double during the verses, like right here.
Always looking over my shoulder.
And then when that double comes in, it's a double, but it's also adding some grit, which I think kind of cool for that chorus. Helps us hear the vocal better. All right, I want to try something. I lost a little bit of what makes it a double, so I want to try this. Using the mix knob on this to blend the two.
I've got so much more to give than I could ever take.
You know what I'm going to do? This is fun. This is something I did in dueling mixes for this month. I'm going to put a distortion bus in here. So I'm going to use a send off of this vocal. So we'll hear the dry vocal come through, but we'll also have a distortion bus. Let's see.
I've got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I've got so much life to live, and not just for my sake.
So now we hear that vocal clearly with the upper frequencies, the brightness that we kind of need to make sure we know there's a double there. And then we also hear the distortion, add the other vocal in.
'Cause I've got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I've got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission. I got a mission. I got a mission. I got a mission.
Now the only thing is I think the overall vocal is a little too thick. So let's deal with that, and I think we'll be good.
'Cause I've
Uh-oh.
got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I've got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission. I got a mission. I got a mission. I got a mission.
Whoops, so that's pretty cool. I like the distortion doesn't have any low end. The overall vocal had a little too much kind of wah-wah frequency, so it made the vocal a little clearer. And then the double adds some warmth, but it's a little higher frequency warmth, if that makes sense. It's not muddiness, it's just a little extra grit in that mid-range area, which is cool. So here's what that sounds like all together.
'Cause I've got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I've got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission.
So the note mish, that note feels funny. So that's just, that note seems to come out. So I'm just going to take that note and turn it down just a little bit. There you go. That feels pretty good. Obviously, I'll live with it and come back and maybe hear something else that I want to change. But we made a few, nothing major. Added a distortion, a couple different EQ moves, and we used our small speakers for a minute. I switched back after getting that one ringing frequency out, switched back to my big speakers. Things felt good, did a few more things, and suddenly this vocal tone is really... this entire series, I've not been super happy with the vocal tone, and we've addressed it in different stages and gotten it to a point where I'm thinking, okay, it's good enough to where it's not bothering me. Now there's other things bothering me. We've dealt with a lot of the other things that were bothering me, and so now we're kind of honing in on this vocal, and I honestly don't know what we're going to address next because I need to just sit and listen, and we may decide that it's time to kind of start the descent on this mix and be done soon, and that'll be cool. And if not, we'll find more problems, we'll solve more problems, and we'll keep going. But I'm really digging where we are with this, and I hope you are too. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Also, there's links below to the playlist and where to get these tracks if you want them for yourself. Either way, thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next episode.